Hello and welcome. So I'm going to have a look at the Times quick cryptic crossword, and this is being published on Thursday the 12th of December 2024, and it's been set by Joker. I couldn't remember last time I had a Joker, and then I looked in my records, and it was a couple of weeks ago, and it took me 47 minutes. I can't remember anything about it. I've sort of put it out of my mind as to how terrible it was. Joker used to be my favourite setter. He's got a little bit, if it's a he, he's got a little bit complicated in recent times, but quite often the surfaces of the clues, how you read the clues, are very enjoyably witty, and usually you find all the words in the grid are well known or known. So hopefully in that respect it'll be okay. But words like this 10 across one here, this long one, and 17, he tends to put in just a set of letters that could be anything and don't kind of jump off the page as an answer. Anyway, enough waffle. I'm going to reset the timer and crack on. Change around tempo for sometimes high instrument. Doesn't mean anything. Pub is empty after last one leaves. Bar, brr, leaves. Cos lettuce. I'm overthinking that. Court recent rattling. So court is normally C. Recent rattling noise. I think it's anagram recent, which is don't know. Promised a change or a choice of 3 directions. Promised a choice, opt. Promised a choice, 3 directions, probably northeast, southwest kind of directions. Coldness, trendy ahead of argument. Coldness, hip, in something. Worker has loud complaint. Worker's normally an ant or hand. Loud is an F. Complaint is an ache. Ache. Loud F. No. Take a seat in which one may find rest. Take a seat in which one may find rest. Again, nothing jumping off the page is interesting. Consulted her about lingerie. Looks like an anagram. Consulted her. Yeah, I'd say so. My list of lingerie is about a bit lacking at this moment. I want DTH. There's no nighties or negligees. Whoa. Stockings. A block needs turning. That's in light wood. I think that's balsa. I've seen that. So the first one I get is actually an old chestnut, a slab backwards. A tale of 2 cities, one's abandoned. Tale of 2 cities is a tale, a lie, alia, 2 cities, one's abandoned. So that abandoned might be emptying out ones, which is OS. 2 cities be LANY. A tale, no. The day before is not entirely smooth, so that's even, an eve. Okay, fair enough. Chest many designed for sailors. That must be an anagram of chest many, I think. That could be an anagram of. No, it can't be of for sailors. Chest many. Oh well, I've got a couple of anagrams here to work with if I have to get, which is all I've got to work with at this moment. Let's have a look at these. Demonstrate removing mass for bridging structures, so arch and march without the M. Student taking shower in slip-on garment. I think student's normally a learner, an L. Taking shower would be a rain, but that doesn't really help. So, slip-on garment. Mac apron. Almost the ultimate check carpet. Okay, that's kind of interesting, but carpet rug is the only one I can think of there really. Mat, almost the ultimate. Is that a hidden word of mat? I'm going to put the M and the T in there. I don't think it is, but I could be. I mean, check would be a strange almost the ultimate check carpet. Yeah, it might be mat. Slight disagreement limiting a king's list of duties. A king is a king, AK. Slight disagreement is a tiff. I assume a tariff, is it? List of duties, a tariff? I think it is, which is not very nice for a QC if that's the case. I know the word, it's just not very nice. Clue. Broadcast rerun gets revived. Looks like an anagram of rerun gets. Now is it which is the which end of which end is which end? Is it the broadcast is the anagram indicator, or revived is the indicator? So it's another one to look at, I suppose. Brother to acknowledge Prime Minister. Okay, Prime Ministers. Let's work back. Rishi Sunak. Okay, acknowledge. Don't think so. Boris Johnson. Bro. Liz Truss. David Cameron. Theresa May. Tony Blair. Blair. There's a lot of poss at Brown. What about Brown? Bro, own? Yeah, to acknowledge to own, isn't it? Brown, okay. Parkkeeper managed to get over bug mostly. That's normally a ranger, isn't it? Ranger would be ran. RA. No, it can't be. Parkkeeper's normally a ranger, but I can't. Which would be ran, and then germ. Yeah, germ. Okay, yeah, ranger. Germ. Okay, there we go. Hospital. Could be an H. Home, H-O, with, or in, with tree given by former queen. Oh, golly. I mean, you'd think that's normally former queen's ER, but it could be Queen Anne, could be Victoria. Hospital is a sanatorium. Sanitaria? Sanitaria. San in, golly. Bone in back. Well, the bone in the back is your spine, is your lumbar. I don't know if there's any, I don't know what the names of this specific spine things. Bone in back, so that's probably back, and middle of rump. Middle of rump is UM. Is it sacrum? I don't know. Sacrum's not going to fit. SACR. Bone. It's just the name of a bone, and then back is rear. That isn't going to work. Sternum. Okay, which is your chest bone, I think. Russians ready is the ruble. So ready being ready money to import British debris. So that's rubble. What is that? I don't even understand that. Ready to import. What is that? Import British is B. Debris is. Okay, is that rubble? Rubble like that, I think. Lucky I checked that. So it's an extra B, and the ruble is spelt that way, is it? I'm going to leave that out. I'm not convinced by that, but a U word there might help. Archbishop, perhaps. What's that like? Perhaps large chap under cape. Oh, golly. Cape is normally a ness or a head. Large chap would be L man. Cape. Archbishop. I can normally come up with about half a dozen words at least for kind of religious figures. Vicar, rector, parson. AB, I think that would be. For AL, it could be something to do with the Pope. The C's, I don't know. What dwarves do? Captured by wood elves. Well, I assume they delve. Just looking at looking at those things there. Could be an underword going in there above it. Tight chap. Tight is that to do with being drunk? Chap is grabbing everything initially. Mean. Man and mean, yeah, man. Mean. Okay, tight in that respect. Okay, so got a little bit happier on the second look of the no one down there. Encountered, met, yours truly on top of a tram. Okay, that's a proper quick cryptic clue, Mr. Joker. Change around tempo for sometimes high instrument. Altimeter? Altimeter? I don't know. Altimeter, I think that is. That must be bar, mustn't it? Pub is empty after the last one leaves. I mean, it must be a bar. Empty is bar. What would that be? Well, I think it has to be bar. I'm going to come back to it though, because everything seems like it's hard here. Yeah, that does seem like it's going to be an anagram. If it is an anagram, and assume that is met, then that'd have to be CE. Doesn't really want an anagram though, does it? Noise. Chatter. Recent. Later. Clatter. Latter. I think that's clatter, isn't it? I'm leaving lots of bits unfinished at this point because I'm not convinced. Cool. Recent is latter. Latterly. Promise to change in 3 directions. Well, the one thing I'm sure about is Brown and Ranger. Promised. A choice, excuse me, of 3 directions. What 3 am I after? North, south, east, west. West would be an W again. Oh, okay, what have we got here? Coldness. Trendy. Interference. Actually, interference works, but argument. Ahead of argument. Trendy ahead of. I don't think that is interference, but it does fit nicely. I think trendy ahead of though might be in, and then inclemency, indifference. Yeah, difference. I think indifference, coldness. Yes, okay, I'll go with that. Worker. Oh gosh, has loud complaints. So loud is F. So what am I looking for? For complaint with F. Let's put an F there. Is it going to be there? Let's have a look at this. Student taking shower in slip-on garment. In slip-on garment. Shower. Rain. Trainee. Trainee and slip-on garment is a t-shirt. Yeah, okay. Trainee. Okay, that must be clatter and that must be... I haven't got any other options really but to put clatter and mat in there because they fit. Which, so what's this? Worker is complaint, gripe. I suppose it could be on the end, couldn't it? Beef is the word I was thinking of. I have seen that recently, so it's somewhere in my mind. Hospital given, what's that? Hospital? Home is in, I think. With tree is a fir. Infirmary. Queen Mary, okay, I quite like a build one like that. Must be under. Consulted her about, okay, under, what is it, under, I'm going to have to put the Robble in there. Under what? Consulted her, does that fit? Yeah, that's okay. So that leaves some letters, let's just tick them off because, it'll be quicker, I think. Consult, Ted, her, which is just get rid of U, N, D, E, R, and an E. Gone already, so that leaves underclothes. Okay, underclothes. Is that really lingerie? That's a bit bit weak, I think. Sorry to say. What's this? A Tale of Two Cities, One's Abandoned. Is it romance? Romance wants to just jump in there. That can't be. This must be chest. Oh, okay. That's an anagram, wasn't it? I mean, that is the infirmary, isn't it? For a hospital. Yeah. Oh golly, what's this? Chest. I think it's a man. I don't know what it is. Chest. Like an ottoman, I'm thinking. Chest. Chest. Many is the, I think it's anagram fodder. Or anagram, so TMN leaves me CHS AE to fit in there. Yachtsman. Oh, sailors. Okay. Maybe I should think about what the clue actually says. Yachts. Man or men? Men. Yachtsmen, sailor, sailors. Oh gosh, Archbishop, perhaps large chap under cape. Okay, I mean I'm down to last 3 or 4, 5, so it's not too bad. Take a seat in which one may find rest. Take a seat in which one may find rest. I assume that's just a bit of a cryptic kind of thing as opposed to, I mean they're all cryptic if we're honest, but there's another one I've not filled in. A Tale of Two Cities, One's Abandoned. Is that could be an anagram of ones, which would be once, one's once. That was ONSE. A Tale of Two Cities. What would be my two cities though? A tale. Hmm. Hmm. Pub is empty after last one leaves. Bear. Bear and bar, I think that is. Yeah, okay. I'm happy with that now. Okay, well, got this one as well. Okay. I'm glad Joker gave us some anagrams here because I was stuffed otherwise, to be honest. Rerun, okay. We knew there's going to be some thingies in there. Rerun gets GTS. And another E. All I've got rid of is my R's. Golly. So, Recast revived. Resurgent. Is that resurgent? I think that is sorry, speaking very slowly. What's this? Promised. Sworn, I think that is. West, southwest, a choice. Or, yeah, you've got a choice of this or that. Okay, fair enough. Is this a hidden word? ES takes a seat. Ease? Ease. Rest, yeah, ease, okay. So that just leaves these two down here. Okay, 15 minutes isn't actually that bad, but it has felt horribly not QC. Archbishop, man of the cloth, maybe. Large chap, there's L. The cape. Perhaps large. Under cape. Golly, these two. A Tale of Two Cities. Let's see if I can just scroll up enough to be able to still see the timer. And Archbishop under cleric. That must be, mustn't it? There we are. Cleric. I don't understand why it's cleric. Eric, I suppose. Eric would be the large chap. Under cape. Okay, so that must be a romance, mustn't it? One's abandoned. Is A Tale of Two Cities a romance? Abandoned. Romance. Rome is one city. And then A Tale is a romance. Yeah, go with that. Boom. There we go. 1620. Okay. Wow. Right. Well, that was okay. 1620. I am very pleased to do that in 1620 because I did not feel that was a nice puzzle. I mean, if I look at the words, as I said at the start, I don't think there's any words that I don't know. You know, altimeters, yeah, a little bit. Most people have heard of an altimeter. Altimeter. I don't know what the right saying is. Clatter, sworn. I mean, they're not. They're slightly unusual words, but there's nothing there that I'm looking at thinking, oh gosh, what's that mean? Arch, rubble. No, the ruble within the clue it's a bit difficult, but actually all the answers on there. Infirmary for hostel. That's most people have heard of infirmary. Met. Sternum, yeah, everything there, all those words known, just a little bit difficult cluing, so let's go through that because that was a bit of a challenge. So we got, I just biffed this, actually I didn't really look at it. So the high instrument, obviously the altimeter, I picked that up from watching American films where they go the altimeter. The altimeter is obviously the high instrument because it measures how high you are, what your altitude is. Change is alter, A-L-T-E-R, around tempo, I met. What's tempo? I met. Which is time. Okay, it's A-L-T-E-R, and then time is tempo. Time, there we are. Pub is a bar, and empty is bare, but if you lose the E, bear becomes bar. This is court is C, and recent is latter, giving us a rattling noise, which is a clatter. Promised is sworn, and then a choice is or, you've got this or that, and it's of three directions, you've got S, W and N around it. Coldness is indifference, trendy is in, and that's ahead of an argument which is having a difference. We've got a worker B, and loud is F, which is forte, and beef is your complaint. We've got a hidden word ease within take a seat, and in which one may find is telling you that, and rest is ease. Like a very clever clue, very bland to read, and I had no idea what was going on until I had the checking letters. Underclothes for lingerie is a bit weak in my book, but anyway, it's an anagram of consulted her. And I think if I have a real complaint about this QC, it's lingerie. No one thinks of underclothes as lingerie, and he should. Joker really needed to put a more QC definition there. I think he could have found another word for that. But fair enough. There we go. A block is a slab that's been turned around. A slab backwards gives you balsa, which is light wood. Right, okay, a tale of two cities. So a tale is a romance. Two cities, so I've seen we've got Rome as one city, and then one's abandoned. So what's my other city here? No, can't think of it. Can't think of it at this moment. I might come back and have a look in a minute. So, okay, the day before, so Christmas Eve is the day before, so Eve, and if something's not entirely smooth, it's even, but we're taking it, it's not entirely. Sorry, smooth is even, so but it's not entirely, so take the N off it. Yachtsman is an anagram of chest many, designed as anagram indicating that, and sailors are yachtsmen, or can be yachtsmen. We've got a demonstration. Demonstrate is to march, removing M for mass, so take the M off that gives you march becomes arch, and arch is a bridging structure. A student is a trainee. We've got a shower is rain, a shower of rain, in a slip-on garment, a t-shirt. Yeah, okay, almost the ultimate check garment, almost the ultimate check carpet. So I think almost is telling us there's a hidden word in ultimate, which is mat, and a mat is a check carpet. So again, that's another example of let's make the clue a lot wordier for the QC than it should be, because no one thinks of a mat as being a check carpet. There you go. And again here, tariff, list of duties. Tariff, I mean, most people think of tariff as connected to charges. So a slight disagreement is a tiff, and limiting, so saying going around a king, so a, and then R for rex, which is king. And I've got no issue with the wordplay, just actually the definition of list of duties for a tariff is a bit unusual. So we got broadcast is telling us there's an anagram of rerun gets, which gives us resurgent, which is revived. No complaints there at all. Like this one, so brother is BR, to acknowledge is to own, and Prime Minister Gordon Brown, who was Prime Minister from about 2008 to 2010. A park keeper is a ranger, and managed is ran, so you ran or managed the bar. And to get over bug mostly, so bug would be a germ, but most of it, so take the M off. A hospital is an infirmary. We've got home is in, you're in at home in. Tree is a fir, and Queen Mary is the former queen. A bone is your sternum. Okay, this is an interesting one because the bone sternum is actually in your chest. It's your chest bone, so it's not in the back at all. But that's just the misplay because the back here is giving us the stern, and the middle of the rump is literally the middle letters of rump, which are UM, sternum. The Russian's ready. So ready in this sense is ready money. So the Russian currency is the ruble, which I clearly didn't know how to spell, and it's importing a B, so put a second B in there to get to rubble, which is debris. Archbishop is an example of a cleric. We've got a large chap, which is large Eric, under the cape. So I guess if you look at a map, you would see a cape as being a C. That, again, not very QC, that, I think, as abbreviations go. Especially as you've got just a random name in there of Eric. What dwarves do? Apparently dwarves delve. I mean, that's a bit of a... I don't know. I mean... Yeah, okay. It's captured by wood elf, so it's a third hidden word, delves. Tight chap is grabbing everything initially, so a tight chap is man. Well, tight is mean. A chap is a man, and grabbing everything initially, so take the initial letter everything, put an E in there. And encountered is met. Yours truly is me. On top of tram is put it on a T. So there we go. 1620, all done. Thanks for watching.